Happy weekend from Fextralife. If you've been too busy to keep up on the latest in the games we cover, or are looking for a refresher, we've got your back. Let's take a look at the comings and goings across the Fextralife Wiki Network.
Moving like a soldier.
The 2016 PlayStation Award winners were revealed this week by Sony Interactive Entertainment Japan Asia. The awards are a yearly recognition of sales, as well as user choice awards for games released between October 1st, 2015 and September 30th, 2016 in Japan and Asia. Dark Souls 3 took home a gold prize of sales of over 500,000 units in the region. Bloodborne also won the User's Choice Award, so congratulations are in order for From Software and all of their great efforts on these two great titles. Other winners at the awards were Salt and Sanctuary, The Witcher 3, Uncharted 4, Fallout 4, and Overwatch. Congrats to the studios on their success. The New Life Festival began for The Elder Scrolls Online this week. The festival runs from December 15th to January 4th on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. You'll have the opportunity to complete up to 9 different daily quests, each themed for Tamriel's different races and located in their respective zones. Upon completion of each quest, you'll be given a New Life gift box which contains a random assortment of New Life Festival themed goodies. Each gift box will always contain a random crafting material, a consumable version of a New Life themed memento, and a skin changer style item. In addition, you'll also receive one of the following: a skin changer motif chapter, a New Life recipe of either green, blue, or gold quality, or a special New Life collectible. If you're able to complete all the quests that Brita has for you, you'll receive a special new die, New Life Cerulean, and a New Life Celebrant achievement. Completing all of the achievements will grant the Magnanimous title as well. Additionally, there's some new Crown Store items for players, such as a crafting motif, some neat hats, an elk mount, wolf mount, and a nice wolf pup who is totally maybe named Ghost. Check the wiki page for all the deep details on what the event entails. In an interesting bit of technical development news, Sony and Guerrilla Games' Horizon Zero Dawn will be using a GPU-based procedural tech that dynamically creates the world around the player. In Guerrilla Games' GDC session description, we learn that this goes beyond the generation of just rocks and trees. The system assembles the entire environment, so sounds, effects, wildlife, and gameplay elements are all dynamically created as the player travels through the world, creating quite the living atmosphere as opposed to the scripted or static environmental elements we're used to in open world games. Color us intrigued! Later in the week, Sony and Guerrilla also released a new video and dev diary for Horizon that explores the origins of the game's main character, Aloy. At the start of the game, Aloy is an orphan and an outcast, shunned by the tribe that she lives in. Only a few people will want to interact with or sell items to her. There will be a few quests with Aloy as a child, which will be mostly used as tutorial quests. When she reaches adulthood, the game's bigger mechanics will open up, such as her skills and the larger machine enemies. In the accompanying post on the PlayStation blog, studio co-founder and managing director Herman Hulst went on to explain that the choice to design Aloy's appearance and personality all serve the story and gameplay. Designing her as agile, curious, fierce, and down-to-earth is what compels the action and story forward. The Dawning arrived this week for Destiny and brings with it some holiday festivities. In conjunction with the start of the event, Bungie released a new update for the game. The event brings the following to players of the heavy hitter: the permanent return of the Sparrow Racing League with 4 tracks, some new quests themed for the holiday, new equipment, and strike scoring that allows players to earn some new medals. See the Dawning page on the wiki for the full update notes. Happy racing! Techland and InXile Entertainment have announced that Torment, tied to Numenera, will release on February 28th for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. The game will feature 2 different launch editions, a Day 1 edition and a Collector's edition, each stuffed full of some great goodies for cast-offs of the Ninth World, including a soundtrack, printed map, statue, and more. Torment is presently in early access on PC, and we're hard at work prepping the wiki for it as your go-to for info on classes, abilities, weapons, ciphers, locations, quests, and more. This week, Square Enix and Dengeki hosted a live stream for the Platinum Games developed Nier Automata that showed off some more gameplay as well as a look at how the game runs on the PS4 Pro. PS4 Pro upgrades include motion blur additions and better atmospheric details. The gameplay shows off character 2B in the game's fast action against a variety of mechanical enemies and an impressive in-scope boss fight. Later, you can see some meandering about the world in the game's Resistance Camp Hub, as well as some mount riding. The game is looking like an action sleeper in a year that is going to be packed full of great titles. A PS4 demo is coming on December 22nd, so we'll find out more shortly. Now that The Witcher 3 is a completed project, DLC and all, and with the standalone Gwent in beta nearing release, we can start looking at the future for the powerhouse studio CD Projekt Red. That future is a dystopic, gritty world called Cyberpunk 2077. While all is quiet on the news front, the game is undergoing heavy development, and we've put together an Everything We Know article on the blog to help the inquisitive. The game is set in the universe of the tabletop role-playing game Cyberpunk 2020 and will feature a multiplayer element in addition to its single-player experience. Cyberpunk 2077 will be far bigger than anything else that CD Projekt Red has done before, including The Witcher 3. Unlike taking on the role of Geralt in The Witcher, the game is a self-defined role-playing experience. There will be character classes, and your style and personality will have deep and far-reaching effects on the world and how it reacts to you. The story will not have some world-spanning implications where you save the world or the city. Instead, the focus is on the main character's problems. What we lack in specifics, we gain in interest and anticipation. Be sure to check out the lengthy article for more. We are definitely looking forward to this one. In a first look video on IGN, we got the opportunity to see 4 minutes of gameplay from The Surge, the upcoming action RPG from Lords of the Fallen developer Deck 13 and publisher Focus Home Interactive. The video shows main character Warren making his way to the Creole facility, engaging in the game's Bloodborne-like combat with some deranged mechanical enemies. Along the way, he harvests some weapons from fallen foes, and we get some other looks at equipment. It all culminates with a tease of an upcoming fight against one of the recently revealed bosses, the Smelter. Looks riveting. Get it? The Winter Wonderland event began for Overwatch this week and runs until January 2nd. All in-game loot boxes have been replaced with winter loot boxes, and they contain over 100 new cosmetics. During the event, you can play a new brawl, May's Snowball Offensive. It's a 6v6 single elimination brawl. In the brawl, her endothermic blaster no longer unleashes a stream of frost or icicles. Instead, it's been modified to fire a single, superpowered snowball. You can activate her ultimate, which turns her blaster into a semi-automatic snowball launcher, allowing you to fire continuously as your enemies scatter. If only I had that kind of firepower growing up. Dauntless Entertainment and Focus Home Interactive released some screenshots for Vampire, the action RPG coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC in 2017. The screenshots focus on the decaying version of 1918 London that will be portrayed in the game. Ravaged by the effects of the Spanish flu, the city's dwellers must also contend with the presence of vampires who prey on the populace. As the main character, Dr. Jonathan Reed, a recently turned vampire himself, you will wrestle with your desire to kill and your commitment as a doctor to heal. You'll make use of abilities and weapons as you stalk your victims and those who hunt you. Your decisions will affect the quality of life for the neighborhoods of London as well as your own. The game is looking quite moody indeed. Sort of like me before my daily coffee. Since their announcement trailer during the Game Awards, people have been wondering about what the gameplay will be like in Dauntless, the upcoming free-to-play Monster Hunter meets Dark Souls RPG from developer Phoenix Labs. In a blog post, they've given us an early look at what the combat will be like in the game. Dauntless will feature a stamina bar mechanic that governs powerful offensive actions like charges and combos. It's also used for abilities like dodging and sprinting. This system is similar to those found in Monster Hunter and Dark Souls and can leave you exposed to an enemy attack or unable to land a blow on an opening if poorly managed. Players will be able to make creative use of these offensive and defensive tactics in concert, such as canceling out of a charge to dodge. The game is in very early stages and is set to release on PC sometime in 2017. Keep an eye out for a full preview from us coming soon. In the last bit of holiday fun, we're hosting 2 holiday game nights this month. We thought it would be fun to get together as a community and stream some games and hang out in the chat. The first night will be Thursday, December 22nd at 9 PM Eastern Time, and the game will be the newly released Uncharted 4 Survival Mode. We'll laugh, we'll die, Cass will probably yell at Ruben, I die to gravity, and Fex will go undefeated. The second night will be Thursday, December 29th at 9 PM Eastern Time, and the game will be Drawful 2. Everyone can join in on this one. Drawful is a hilarious Pictionary type game where someone draws a terribly drawn representation of something and everyone guesses what it is. The audience can all vote via their phones or tablets on which guess is the right one. You don't need to own the game to vote and participate, so this gives us an opportunity to do something that everyone can participate in at once. We hope to see you all both nights. And that's a wrap for the Weekend Wikis. We're looking forward to another great week of gaming fun. Don't forget to check out our VIP program for some exclusive supporter benefits, and budding writers should take advantage of our Become an Author initiative. Thanks for a great week, and as always, keep checking in with us for news, reviews, YouTube streams and videos, and general wiki goodness. Follow us on social media for all the latest and greatest. The more followers we get, the larger the army of the Fexes grows.